Hi you guys, welcome. My name is Oceana. I am here to share all of the books on my TBR shelf, every physical book that I own that I haven't read. And this may take a while, but at the same time, like this is it. Like this shelf is it. Everything else, like these and everything here, I have read. So I don't know, I just thought it'd be interesting to show you guys. I've slowly been reading off of my physical TBR and not really buying at the rate that I used to. So I don't buy a ton of books ever really. It's kind of like a book here and there. I've really been preferring to use the library, so that's a really good feeling. It definitely saves money. So anyways, that's just a little intro, but yeah, I wanted to go through the books that I have and just, I'm not gonna like describe what they're about because I won't know what they're about for some of them. And I don't really have this organized other than this is kind of the order that I want to read them in. But again, it's subject to change so much because I'm a mood reader, so I'll feel like reading it and then tomorrow I won't. And like I don't put authors together and stuff, so yeah, this is really random. Here we go. I do have The Tomb by Stephanie Lansome. This is a loan from a friend, so I think I'll just do it like this. Okay. Then I've got Waterfall. This is on my TBR this month. I hope that I read it. Autumn by the Sea by Melissa Tague. This has so much hype. I'm really excited to read it. I hope I like it too. I have The Last Sin Eater by Francine Rivers. I'm so excited to read this. I'm just fascinated by it, especially because it's short. Like normally her books are really chunky. So I don't know. Then I've got Under the Magnolias by T.I. Lowe. I've heard amazing things about this and I loved Lula's Cafe by this author. So I really want to read another one. Then I've got The Letter from Briarton Park. This was a random like used, or no, it was just a discounted book at my Christian bookstore. And I liked the cover, I liked the sound of it, and it just like reminded me of something like Julie Klassen might write. So I bought it blindly. I hope I like it. I don't know. I think it's a Christian historical romance. Then I've got this big chunker. I've been meaning to read it, but I do find it hard to start big books like this because, you know, they take a lot of time. But yeah, this is Sons of Encouragement by Francine Rivers. Okay, and then I've got Peculiar Treasures by Robin Jones Gunn. I've never read anything by this author. And this, I don't know, like I know she's got a really popular series. I forget what it's about, but I think this is like, I have no idea. Oh, Christy Miller. Yeah. But I don't think this is a Christy Miller book. I don't know. But I have it, so there you go. And at least it's book one, so good. Okay, I have Always Watching by Lynette Eason. I really want to read this, but it starts a series and I just don't want to start a series, so I just never read it. A New Shade of Summer by Nicole Deese. This is technically book 3, I think, in a Love and Lennox novel. I feel like they could be read out of order, I don't know. So yeah, but this was a gift from a subscriber. I'm so excited to read it in the summer. Then I've got The Celebrity by Robert Elmer. That's all I'll say. Okay, I've got The Promise of Rain by Nicole Deese. So excited to read this one. 2 books by Charles Martin in the same series, The Waterkeeper and The Letterkeeper. This is a Murphy Shepard like trilogy and I really want to read them, but I know they're about like a pretty intense topic like human trafficking, so I'm not really ready for that. Then we've got our first nonfiction. So this is The Case for Miracles. Definitely want to read this year. Then I've got The Duke's Winter Promise by Isabella Thorne. This is like a Christmas winter book, I think. I've got A Quilt for Christmas by Melody Carlson. Excited to read this in the Christmas season. Tailor Made by Alex Seeley. Johnny by Johnny. I think this is like an autobiography. I've got Evidence of Mercy by Terry Blackstock. I don't know. I just have this. It's the Suncoast Chronicles. So I think this is book 1. I don't know. I've got The Note by Angela Hunt. Really excited about this one. Edge of Eternity by Randy Alcorn. Curious about this one. I've only read 1 book by Randy Alcorn and I liked it. Covenant Child by Terry Blackstock. Okay, so that's this. I will admit there's books behind them, but they are going to be unhauled probably. So don't worry about it. You'll see them later. Can I also say that how's the quality, guys? I got a new phone. finally. I used to have an iPhone 8, okay, if that tells you anything. Yeah, I got the iPhone 13. I have been saving because I knew that I needed a new phone, and I got this, and I'm very happy. So here we go. Hello. Okay, here we go. Okay, this shelf kind of is like not in any order, so we'll just go for it. The Canopy by Angela Hunt. If it wasn't so big, I would have read it by now, but it's big, so I'm intimidated. Okay, also this is where I keep my little container for my bookmarks. I love that. Okay, we'll put that down. Okay, maybe I'll go this way. Okay, I cannot wait to start this. This is a devotional by Francine Rivers about the Psalms, but it's gorgeous. I will show you when I start reading it. Blue Like Jazz by Donald Miller, right? Yeah, never read this, but I really want to. It's like a classic, I guess. Okay, this duology, I think. Okay, I think it goes The Watchers and then The Warriors, or maybe, yeah, I think so. About spiritual warfare, but I don't know much about them, but curious enough that I will hold on to them. I've got Where the River Ends by Charles Martin. The Marta's Legacy duology, so Her Mother's Hope and Her Daughter's Dream in hardcover. So these are beasts. Look at how young she is. So cute. Little Women. May never read that. I don't know. Water from My Heart, Charles Martin. Anne of Green Gables. Anne of Green Gables. Someday, but not today. My Soul to Keep by David Spun. Keep wanting to read this, and I just never do. Okay, Dangerous Illusions, Irene Hannon. Okay, Dark Justice, Brandolyn Collins. This one sounds good, but it sounds really intense, so I don't know. You know me, romantic suspense. I think I need it on audio now these days. Invitation, really want to read this. It has like these three authors, I think. Yeah, okay, wait. Okay, yeah, it's a bunch of short stories, so I guess 4 short stories, but they all like go together, and I think this is a series, and this is the first book, and I hope that it's good. I really want to read it, but like, look at Frank Peretti. Okay. Angela Hunt, randomly, and I don't know the other 2 people, but yeah. Okay. Another like suspense, Never Look Back, Kathy Herman. I don't know anything about this. Okay, The Jewel in the Crown by Frank Simon. I don't know. I got nothing for these. Okay, and then Chasing Fireflies, Charles Martin. Yes. So that's that. So this shelf, I keep a space so I can put my bookmarks, okay? Now, you can't see down here. I'll just like lift them up to you. I've got The Martyr's Song by Ted Dekker. I'm actually going to put the camera up because I'm slouching so bad. That feels a little better. I'm surrounded by books. It's so pretty. Okay. The Martyr's Song, Ted Dekker. A Perfect Day, Richard Paul Evans. Never heard anything about this, but this author is like pretty popular. Falling for Your Best Friend by Emma St. Clair. I want to read this so bad, but literally the first author's note says, each of the books in this series can be read as a standalone, but they are probably best enjoyed read in order. I think this is like book 4 or something. I have book 1 as an ebook. So I really want the full effect because I feel like I'm going to love this series that she's written. Love the covers too. So I need to get my hands on the books before this book. But like, this is the best situation. Falling for Your Best Friend. Look at those people. I love the cover. I love the color blocking too. Anyway. Yeah. Okay. Why I Believe by Chip Ingram. Nonfiction. Okay. Uprising by Erwin Raphael McManus. Another nonfiction. Messy Spirituality by Michael Yaconelli. Okay. God's Outrageous Claims by Lee Strobel. Surprised by Scripture by N.T. Wright. I want to read this so bad because N.T. Wright just like, he's the man, you know? He knows his stuff and I just think he's really cool. And he has so many books. So that's all I'll say. Okay, and then I've got The Return of the Prodigal Son by Henry Newen? I don't know. good. Okay, Intercessory Prayer by Dutch Sheets. I love Dutch Sheets. Okay, I've only read one other book by him or her. I don't know. Him. Okay. And loved it. Like his theology around prayer just speaks to me. Okay, so I'm excited to read this. Penetrating the Darkness by Jack Hayford, about spiritual warfare. The Reason for God by Timothy Keller, a random workbook. The Prodigal Prophet by Timothy Keller, The Pilgrim's Progress, John Bunyan, A Grief Observed, C.s Lewis, Hind's Feet on High Places. I've heard that this is like an easier version of The Pilgrim's Progress, or like another version of it. I don't know. I've heard they're related, so whatever. And then Miracles by C.s Lewis. So there's more. Okay, ready? The Gospel According to Jesus by John MacArthur. I want to read this so bad because I've heard some things about this dude and I'm like, okay, prepared. I want to read it and see what I think. Then I've got The Great Dance by C. Baxter Kruger. Then I've got One Nation Under Gods by Richard Abanes. This is a history of the Mormon Church. And I know a little bit about Mormonism, but not a lot. And this book looks like it would have everything. So probably will not read that for like another 10 years, I would guess. Okay, and then I do have Jesus Among Other Gods by Rabbi Zacharias, but not sure if I want to read this anymore. You know, but it doesn't like discredit everything that he ever did, but it does a little bit, you know? So whatever, I have this book, we'll see. So that is it. And then just the books up here. So I guess I'll go over them after I put these books back. Hello. Okay, so I've got The Forgotten Garden by Kate Morton. Heard amazing things about this author, and I got this book from a little free library, so I snagged it. This is No God But One by Nabil Qureshi, who wrote, what did he write? Okay, Seeking Allah, Finding Jesus, yes. So this is another book he wrote. Then I've got The Undoing of Saint Sylvanus by Beth Moore, Hidden Places by Lynn Austin, Being Mortal by Atul Gawande. I think this is nonfiction. The Age of Overwhelm by Laura Vandernoot Lipsky. This is nonfiction as well. Things Unseen by Mark Buchanan. I'm not sure if this is nonfiction or fiction. I can never really figure it out. And then God Breathed by, I think it's Mark McDowell? I forget. Another nonfiction. Between Heaven and the Real World by Stephen Curtis Chapman. This is like his memoir, I guess. Praying the Names of God Is Here by Anne Spangler. Spiritual Rhythm by Mark Buchanan. Abraham by Charles Swindoll. As Kingfishers Catch Fire, Eugene Peterson. Making Sense of God by Timothy Keller. I forgot I had this. Dude. I want to read that. Let God Talk to You by someone with the last name of Tirabassi. Yeah, so that is it, honestly. So those are all the books that I own that I haven't read. So it's not a ton, and like, as you can see, like a lot of them are kind of out of my comfort zone / like just not what I naturally gravitate towards, hence why I haven't read them and I've owned them for so long. So I really need videos to help me to pick them up, or you guys, like if you see a book here that is really, really good, maybe I'll make a video like reading subscriber recommendations or something like that. But I mean, this top shelf is like what I'm most interested in, but otherwise I'm like, I don't really care if I read them this year. So that's why it's been years since I have read them, because I keep putting it off. But yeah, those are the books that I own that I haven't read. So yeah, that is everything, you guys. Thank you for watching. Also, He is risen. I love this picture. I got it at Winners. I am filming this on Easter weekend, so happy Easter, you guys. And yeah, I hope you have a good